I think we're good. Let me see. Let me turn that sound on. Hey, what's up, guys and gals? Wow, nice to have everyone on the stream. When I'm like thinking and looking at the screen before it's starting, I'm like, is this working? Is this working? And then it's live, and then I'm like, it's live. I get excited. So thank you so much for joining me today. So happy to have everyone come on here. Big shout out to the first commenter, Jared W. I'm going to try to name people by their first and then last name initial. So that's going to do it from now. Jared W. Hello, hope you're doing well. I'm doing fantastic. Thank you so much for joining in the live stream. So happy to be on here. Usually we have a topic, a subject. Today's subject is Ask Me Questions. This is a live stream that I don't want to put any kind of boundaries in terms of like, let's stay on this specific topic. We can go back and forth in regards to, classic TV shows and stuff, and that's fine. Ask me questions, I'll pick the ones that pop up or the ones that are great or the ones that are funny or whatever, and I'll read those. Super chat's also a great way to get noticed in the chat as well, so thank you to everyone. I can't say and shout out to every comment, but I always try to do as many as possible, so it's great. Nice to see everyone. My day has been amazing, Young. Nice to see you on here. Christian H. What classic TV shows are on your mind? I was watching a lot of stuff. I was actually watching a little bit of Here's Lucy. Who else? I was watching a good amount of Munsters. Just this stuff is off camera, right? Obviously, like this is not necessarily what I'm posting. I'll talk about that in a little bit, and about posting and about watching vids and stuff like that. So yeah, shows like that. Been watching not so much I Love Lucy, believe it or not. I've been watching a lot of Home Improvement, but I'm kind of weaning off Home Improvement now, getting onto another show. Again, not for the channel, just for my personal watching and use and stuff. So yeah. WNY Chevy tuning in from Depew, New York. Nice to see you, and let me know where everyone's tuning in. That's an amazing thing we always do. It's nice to see people coming in from different areas of the country, sometimes of the world. So that is really, really cool. Ooh, Jared W. has a great question. Did you get into Batman from the 60s show first, or did you get into the comics first? That's a great question. I was born in the late 80s, so my first exposure, I would say, would be the 89 movie, the Burton, Michael Keaton movie. That's the Batman I wanted to be. And then I saw the one from the 60s. I thought it was kind of weird. It was very contrasting. Big colors, really dark and black, right? It's like polar opposites. And I like both in their own kind of way. One was very campy, one was campy in another way. So, yeah, very, very cool. 5 thumbs up to Sally M. Thank you very much. And I love live streams. I love live streams because this is the way that we interact. This is the way that I interact with the community that I've built. I'm so proud of all of you that are here and that we talk about these classic cool shows, these actors, actresses, the behind the scenes lives. So it's great. Goji Guy, great to see you again. Hi Rick, have you ever considered doing a review series on the 1960 series Get Smart? I do have videos on Get Smart. Just check my playlist. It's a Get Smart playlist. I put all my videos within playlists, and what you do is you can look through the playlists, and then what's cool is that you click on a video and it goes through all the playlists, so it literally nonstop plays them all. And if you have to go do something, go outside, go to work or something, when you come back, it'll save your spot. So that's really cool. And you can watch it. And as I add more videos, the playlists get bigger and bigger and bigger. My biggest playlist is I Love Lucy, 250 plus videos. So that's kind of cool. Just on that show. Like deep analysis. That's what I love doing. Ooh, Martin B., great question. Do you think a Mert spinoff would have been successful? Here's my answer. I guess there's different opinions of what success is. If we can say would it have lasted as long as I Love Lucy? Absolutely not. If we mean success as Bill Frawley and Vivian Vance making money, making a living, being on TV, yes. I would say it would have lasted 3 to 4 seasons. That's my best guess. So is it going to be as successful as I Love Lucy? Like, would it have been? I would say no. Just an easy no. Would it have been successful like on its own in an isolated form? I think mild to moderately, yes. I think it would have made money, if that makes sense. So if you want to see that as successful. So yeah, so I think it's a great question. It's just, what do you think success is, right, for the show? So maybe we can expand upon that, but that's a great question. Makalu? Hopefully I'm saying that right. Was it Bewitched or I Dream of Jeannie you've never seen? I've actually seen both now. I've seen a lot more I Dream of Jeannie, of course. I saw a full episode of Bewitched, the first one. If you guys know I think it's the pilot, the one where they're on their honeymoon, I think. And she like discovers that she's like a witch and stuff. John Collins, I'm happy to see that you signed up for the giveaway. That's amazing. There's over 1,000 people that have signed up for the giveaway, which is nuts and amazing. And there's still people doing it every day. There's still people subscribing. If you're watching and you've not subscribed, it's absolutely free. It helps keep little channels like me alive. And I won't reveal the winners until we reach 100,000 subscribers. So we're not there yet, but we're close. It's actually not going to take that long as people may think. We have a little bit more than 2,000 to go, but we're approaching the 2,000 mark, so that's really cool. Do you watch classic sci-fi shows? Yeah, absolutely. I love sci-fi. Sci-fi shows, sci-fi movies. Oh yeah, absolutely. Jerry from New York, you love the Lucy show better than I Love Lucy. Vivian Vance said in an interview she liked that show better. Do you know why she liked it better? I'll give you 2 simple answers, and this concludes it, why Vivian Vance liked it more. Number 1, because Bill Frawley wasn't there, which she didn't like. Number 2, she was actually named Vivian on the show versus Ethel. She actually detested being called Ethel in real life. So she was trying to get away from that, and she made Lucy promise that her character's name would be Vivian, like her real name. So it's kind of 2 fun facts there. Crazy Lydia, is that what that means? KRZ Lydia. Do you like My 3 Sons? I've never seen it. I probably will like it. I think Fred McMurray's pretty cool. And of course Bill Frawley, then I think his character changed, right? It was another actor that was used. So yeah. Mary Lou, how many classic TV shows have you watched? Oh my goodness. Watched even a little bit? I'd say at least 100 different types of classic TV shows. Oh, I have to show off my shirt. I have to show everyone my shirt. Look at this. Isn't this the coolest shirt? I saw it and I was like, I need this shirt. It needs to be in my life. Let's see here. Yeah, John M. I have been making videos on the show Chips, the 1970s, going into the 80s, motorcycle cop CHP TV show. Just check my playlist. I have a playlist. I have some fun facts. I have some before and after photos and stuff. I don't have tons, but I do have a handful. Half a dozen or so. Yeah. Yeah, Manuela, I have looked at Twilight Zone. I think over 10 videos on Twilight Zone. You should check them out. Again, playlist. This is great because this means there's a lot of new people on the live stream who have never stopped to the channel. So welcome to all the live people, to the new people. Of course, we're here live, but welcome also to those who come here regularly, which is awesome. Supporters that are very loyal, and then new people. Hopefully you stay. Hopefully you subscribe. Why do we say that? Because it really, really does help out the channel, and it's free. So why not? Oh, John, don't worry if you miss them. There's people discovering my channel every single day. And so, yeah, I like to inform people and I like to just let them know. So if you already know this and I say it, it's not necessarily for your sake, but for those who don't know. So just a friendly reminder. I like to let people know. Now, Paul Testa, was William Demarest, was he as good as Bill Frawley? Was he different? Was he not as good? Was he just like a different flavor to the character, because I'm pretty sure the show declined after that. That's very common for a show to replace an actor, and it's not even usually the actor's fault. You could even say for Three's Company, I mean, I love Don Knotts, but after, and the show was doing pretty well, but at that point, just at the end, it kind of took a downward spiral. Oh, thank you guys. Thanks. I'm glad you like my shirt. What age were you when I saw my first TV show, Brian? 3 years old. I Love Lucy. That was my first ever TV show. John Collins, you saw the interview with Dave Sundstrom. Great guy, great interview. I enjoyed it. Maybe I have to catch up with him, see how he is and stuff. He's a great guy. So down to earth. Like, you see him in the videos, that's how he is. That's how he is in real life, which is really cool. I have to say, I have a little bit more energy when I'm on here because I feed off of your guys' energy. And then off camera, I'm kind of the same. I speak the same, maybe just a little bit more down. Not down, but take it down a little bit. But yeah. Sheldon K. So far, there's 77 people watching, but I don't see 77 thumbs up. Come on, people. Thank you, Sheldon, so much. Sheldon K. Giving you a big shout out. Thanking everyone. Yeah, if you guys like the videos, just a little information. When you guys like videos, you're literally, it's like a vote. It's like you're saying, yes, I want to see more of this stuff. I want you to talk about classic TV shows. I want you to do more live streams. I pay attention to that, and then I make things based on that. That's kind of how you vote. And so I think it's 1 out of 10 people vote. 1 out of 10 viewers, thumbs up. And then subscribers, we won't even say. I think it's less than 50% of viewers subscribe. So if everyone would subscribe, that'd be amazing. So yeah, I appreciate it. Oh, I see, Paul Testa. Okay, see, that shows you how much I know about my 3 cents. So they played different characters. William Demarest and Bill Frawley. Yeah. I'm sure then, if they were different characters, because they didn't want to replace Bill Frawley, essentially, or replace his character, Bub, they're more like they have a same type of character. You get the same flavor. That's what they want to replicate. Yeah. That's really, really cool. I've never watched $6 Million Man or Bionic Woman, but I know what they're about. Because when they were out and big, they were playing normally. And so, well, kind of. I don't know. They didn't play him as much, so I didn't really get an opportunity to watch it. Hey, Alexander H. I always see your comments, and I appreciate your support on the channel. That's awesome. We have close to 100 people on the live stream at once. That's awesome. We should hit 100. I'm just saying. And the likes are up to 53, which is amazing. It's a good group of people. Good supporters. I have given away some Batman DVDs. Absolutely. Yeah, I love Batman. I love giving stuff away. It's a little addictive to me to give to you and share. And so that's really cool. Yeah, so if you look at the title of this live stream, it's called Ask Me Questions. You can ask me about my likes, my dislikes on the channel. You can ask me a little bit about YouTube. I've been willing to share some information as much as I can. And yeah, about myself. There's certain things I would love to share, certain things maybe I'll wait to share and stuff. But yeah, just ask away. And this is a great way to connect to the guy who's the voice of these videos that you're watching once in a while. So that's cool. That's cool. Let's see. What's up? Very nice picture there, Bob Ross. I love it. Let me see. I'm just trying to get back into the chat here. Sometimes I'm just looking and staring at the chat because it's like I'm reading a lot of them and picking a couple, you know. Brad M. Yes, we are getting closer to 100,000 subscribers. What's really awesome about YouTube is that it's never a linear thing. It's never like you're constantly getting the same amount. Everything varies. Algorithms, what's popular, what's not popular, current events shape views, and and subscribers. And so someday you may get 100 subscribers, another day you may get 20, another day you may go crazy and get 1,000 subscribers. It's just very unpredictable in that sense. It's driven by many different things. And so yeah, we always see an ebb and flow, and we're like, even if this is how the subscribers are, eventually it's on the uptick, if that makes sense, which is great. Brian S. Yes, I have a younger brother. Yes, I have just one brother. John C. How am I going to choose the giveaway winners? Great question. For the 100,000, I will look to all the questions. There's also a way where I could do a random pick. It's this generator that just generates a random person, or everyone is given a number. I can just pick a number or write out a couple numbers and just be like 84721 and be like 815. Okay, boom, or something. And then whoever 815 is, because there's over 1,000, then that person will win, or whatever it might be. And I'll pick winners depending on that. I'll pick winners depending on what you chose, what DVDs I have available. So there's a lot of factors. I'm trying to make it as random as possible. I'm trying to make different people win, obviously. And so yeah, but eventually those DVDs are all going to be gone, all to you guys. So yeah, it's kind of a fun thing. It's kind of a fun thing. I love it. It's almost like I'm not winning anything, but I get excited to do it, to do the giveaway. It's really cool. Brian S. I have so much planned for when I hit 100,000 subscribers. I don't even want to tell you guys. It's going to be a surprise, but I'm waiting for it. So I have, obviously YouTube will send me a plaque, which is awesome. I'll show it to all of you. I have a couple things already here prepared for it. And when it's ready, we'll do it. We're going to obviously make a special video. We're going to make a special video just for 100,000. Then we're going to make probably another video, or I may combine them, of the giveaway winners. It'll be a video as I'm reading the winners aloud and congratulating them and so forth, sending the DVDs out. So that'd be cool. And then I'm also going to start a new channel and post to that as well. And hopefully a lot of you can join. Hopefully all of you can join. It's the classic stuff, but I won't tell you exactly what type. I can't. We have to get to there. We have 102 concurrent viewers, which is awesome. An ebb and flow, but that's awesome. We hit the 100 mark. All right, let's see. Going back to Mary Lou, I do not. Yeah, I'm not big into Westerns. Not that I don't, believe me. I just... And then everyone's like, oh, watch Bonanza, which I've never watched, I have to admit. Or watch The Rifleman, or watch... I really actually like Clint Eastwood in Westerns and stuff. I do watch that. But this is more I focus more... in general on TV shows. Not that I can't do movies. I've reviewed movies here and stuff. So yeah, you never know. You never know. Lots of joy. Hey Rick, do you work in the film and television industry? Not officially. If you count what I do here, then yes. But if not, I don't have an additional job in movie, film, or television. Nope. This is what I do. This is this is what I do. This is my work. MB, what was Ricky's salary? I'm guessing you're talking about Ricky Ricardo from I Love Lucy. I made a video on that, so you should check it out. Ricky and Lucy salary, yep. And I made a lot of salary videos. If you just go Rick9G salary, type that into YouTube, you're going to get tons of videos with different shows, and I reveal the salaries of all the actors. What's really cool is I do the conversion for you in valuation, because let's say an actor got $700, in 1961. That's not $700 now in terms of value. So what is it? I do the conversion for you, and I give you modern day values, which is really cool, because $700 may seem like nothing, but then we convert it, it's like 20 grand an episode, and then you're like, okay, that's kind of cool. That's better, So yeah. These are great questions. Keep them coming, everyone. Yes, absolutely. Let me see. I've never watched the original Zorro. When does that go back to? 50s or even more than that? Very nice. I will not anytime soon, though. Do you watch What's My Line? I have watched an episode of What's My Line. Yep. I have seen the Lucy and Desi one. Yep. Yeah, Yeah, What's My Line is the one where they guess the actor, right? Or like the individual, whoever it is, and then they only answer with yes or no, and they kind of disguise their voice, and then they have to guess, oh, you're Desi or Naz, from like just yes or no questions, right? Hopefully we're on the same page with that. Yeah, John M. So I've done that. I've done 70s era actors, dependent on the shows, obviously. I've done it for, let's see, Batman, so a lot of 60s actors I've done for I Love Lucy. I've even done the worth of some actors, which is really cool, because that's a little different, obviously. That's like the total amount that they're worth, like at the time of their death, and what happened to their money. People really love those shows, like what happened to people's money, especially if they didn't have kids, right? It's like, where did the money go, you know? So yeah, I don't know. It's just really cool to be able to like dive deep into this stuff, right? William W. Hey Rick, how's it going? It's going amazing. Oh yes. Did you watch the new Twilight Zone? Probably won't, to be honest. No. Have you found Vivian Vance's grave? Well, no one can find her grave, and that's because she was cremated and her ashes were scattered in the ocean. Let's see here. I have seen Abbott and Costello. I've seen a lot of their monster horror movies. They're really fun, really cool. Something I really, really enjoy. I really like the Frankenstein meets Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein. That's my favorite, for sure. I think that's some of the best stuff. Oh, okay, Jared W. Is there a show that you really watched that you really wanted to like, but not ended up enjoying it? So basically a show that I wanted to like, and then I saw it, and I'm like, I don't like this. Yeah. Should I say that? I don't know if I should say that. Let me know if I should say that. I do have two in mind that I saw, and I was like, I'm going to be honest. Yeah, I think it's interesting because, I want to be honest in that sense. Like, I can't just be like, oh, yeah, every classic TV show I love and I watch, and they're all the best. We have tastes, right? So, yeah. I don't have to explain myself too much. L.S. Squire. So this is a great question. You've noticed on Hogan's Heroes, there's several people who appear in multiple episodes as different characters. Yes, you're absolutely right. Was there a group of people that the show had on standby? So that's very common for a show in general. That's why in like the actors of like the 60s, you'll see in I Love Lucy. Okay, let me change. In like the Munsters, you may see an actor from the Munsters that's also on the Addams Family, that's also in like another 60s show like Get Smart. And you're like, how come? Well, a lot of them have to do if they were like Desilu Productions, let's say, which that was Hogan's. So they're on call to be like, hey, this is a good actor. They could do like a German accent. They could also do like the burly type character. And so if they need a part like that, they have a list of people. And if they were good, they'll be like, hey, this guy worked well. We're going to use him again. It's just pumping out a product. And so, yeah, there was a list of people, definitely. And they had their own thing. If they did really, really well on the show, then they'd be top of the list. Lucy had her people that she really, really liked, and she brought back a lot. Mary Wicks was one of them. She was in the ballet episode, she was the Abba lady, right? And she appeared in tons of episodes of Lucy's shows. What else? Vito Scotti was in like everything. If you look up Vito Scotti, 2 T's and an I, he was in everything. He was in Munsters, I Love Lucy. He was in Addams Family. He was in, I think he was even in I Dream of Jeannie. He was in Hogan's Heroes as well. Just like all these supporting actors and stuff. So anyway, yeah, great question. All right, I'm going back to the chat here. Mary Lou, so am I going to reveal my last name? I'm definitely going to reveal, I think I talked a little bit about what Rick 9G means and all of that. So yeah, I'll go into that. Yep. All right. Hey, Alec J, nice to see you. I'm doing fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Gilligan's Island. I love that show so much. It's my favorite 60s show for me. I love Batman, don't get me wrong. I love like Get Smart. I love Hogan's Heroes. But there's just something about Gilligan's Island. It's so weird in the sense that it's like all colorful and it's like just the type of show that is like zany. It's like a cartoon, a live action cartoon. I love that. So yeah. Christine B, yeah, you really, really, really are a big fan of Vito Scotti. Me too. I think he's great. He's a great character actor. He's amazing in his versatility. He's super fun. Yeah, Brian S. Charles Lane. He said, Charles Lane, if you don't know, he was this older guy, a bit thin. He looked like he was 100 when he was like doing I Love Lucy, and he lived to be like 100 in real life. He wasn't 100. He was like, well, he was 100 in like the 2000s, I think. So yeah, he was probably in his 50s on I Love Lucy. And he was in everything. You're right. He was in, I think, Addams Family. He's definitely in I Love Lucy. I think he was on The Munsters too. He's probably in I Dream of Jeannie. He was not on Hogan's Heroes from what I can remember. Yeah, he was on like everything. Not on Gilligan's Island, but yes. So I'm pretty familiar with Santa Monica, Lydia, but I'm not sure which bar you're talking about that inspired the Regal Beagle. That's interesting. That's something I never knew. So that's cool. Randy Tompkins, big shout out to you for being a fantastic moderator. Thank you so much. I'm glad you're on here. Manuela SB. So what church did Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz get married at? I don't know off the top of my head. I know they got married in a Catholic church in 1940. So they were married for about 20 years in real life. And that sounds about right, but I'm not going to commit myself to that answer because I don't know off the top of my head. But yeah, that's a great question. That's a great question. I wish I knew the answer to like everything, right? Yes. Ooh, interesting. John Collins, do you enjoy physical media more than streaming? So here's why I use physical media. So just to clarify your point, I think it's a great question. I just want to make it clear to everyone. Physical media means this is physical media. So we have, right, like a DVD of Lucy versus like going up to like Hulu and watching an episode. The reason is what I do, I need readily available snapshots of certain things that I'm looking for. And the only way I can do that is like a DVD physical Blu-ray format. Streaming, it's different because it buffers and then, you know, you have to wait and then you have the commercials sometimes. I can't deal with that. I don't have time for that. So the physical media lets me go, okay, I need something in season 4. So I literally go like this. I need the episode California Here We Come. So I go like this. I just thumb through everything. California Here We Come. Open it up. Boom, I have it. California Here We Come. Looking at the part where, you know, the end where they pile things up on the car. I'll just fast forward to that. I'm there. I got the snapshots I need and so forth. That's part of the work that I do off camera. So yeah, imagine if I had to do that with like Hulu and so forth. So yeah. All right, let me get back to this. I actually don't have Karen Woods. You ask about my memorabilia. I don't have tons of memorabilia. I'm not a memorabilia type person. I like shirts. Like my Three's Company shirt. People have sent me amazing shirts. So yeah. Rosa J, nice to be here, or nice to see you on the live stream. You're awesome. Let us see here. Chad S coming in with the first super chat of the live stream with the $5 super chat. You're awesome. Do you know what happened to Mr. Barnsall on the Lucy show? I don't know. You may have to tell me. You may have to let me know, Chad S. Let everyone else know, which is great. I appreciate it. Let me know. Wow, we have 130 concurrent people watching. Obviously, as more people watch, that's added up, but at one time, which is awesome. That's definitely a record for the channel. Clap for all of you. That's awesome. Thank you for coming in. That is awesome. Look at that. King17, nice to see you on here on the live stream for the first time. We talk about classic TV shows here, things like I Love Lucy, Gilligan's Island, all these fun, cool shows. Yeah, and we're working hard. We're working hard to get more content out to you. I'm going to be working not today, but tomorrow on a video, hopefully for Tuesday release. I don't commit myself to that because stuff happens. That's why I never have a schedule, because I like to put quality into the work, and then when it's done, I release it. I don't just like to say, well, I need a video because it's Wednesday. What do I do? No, I get inspired first. I get motivated. I do my research. I get my clips. I edit it all together. I convert the video. I upload the video. I put all the tags on there. I put stuff on Patreon that no one else sees other than Patreon members. So that's why you should be on Patreon, by the way. It's really cheap, $1 a month. It's not an obligation. It's just some people don't even know about Patreon, which is a shame because it's fun. It's fun. So yeah. Hey, Emily, nice to see you. I am live. I am here. Yes. Yeah, so Faisal, I think that's how you say it. Did Burt Ward quit acting completely after Batman? From what I know, that was pretty much his thing, Batman. He actually got a star in the Walk of Fame, which well deserved for that show. So that's pretty impactful. If you want to know how much he made, check out my salary videos, and I tell you how much he made on the show. I'll tell you cool stories. I'll even tell you about some couple of pills that he was obligated to take to be on the show. It's crazy stuff. That's the kind of stuff I cover on my videos and stuff. Okay. John M. No, I'm still flying. I'm definitely doing that. I'm licensed and stuff. The thing is, I think the way the channel was going, everyone wanted to see more classic TV show stuff, and so I wanted to keep it at that. And so, yeah, I've been focusing. I mean, I've still been flying, but I haven't been, recording it for people to watch and so forth. Oh, ignore that. People are doing something outside. It's a little loud. Ooh. Randy, you're awesome. Yes, reminding people about Patreon. It's a great thing. And Randy is a Patreon supporter. Appreciate that. Wow, Spike L, you already have... in Minnesota, several inches of snow on the ground, going down to 18 degrees. Oh my goodness. Well, it's definitely not like that here. It's cool. It's getting cooler, but it's a nice 66. And I already say it's cool for me. We're just so not used to cold weather here. Mary Lou, do you have anyone from younger generations to watch your videos? Yeah, a lot of people who are young watch this channel all the time. I have close to 100,000, not yet, close to 100,000 subscribers, and even more that watch that are not subscribed. They should subscribe, by the way. And yeah, lots of young people even tell me that they watch, going down to like in their teens, which is really cool, in their 20s, 30s, 40s, going all the way up to people in their 80s that write me, which is really, really awesome. Greg Rick, you are a wealth of information on classic TV. You're amazing. Well, thank you so much, Greg. I appreciate that. You're amazing for supporting. I'm kind of a self-proclaimed historian on these shows. Just because I research so much, I literally absorb all this knowledge and I try to put it into the community, so that people can learn about these shows, these people, their lives, their work. Because I don't know, I really love their work and I think it should be remembered, praised, so yeah, Pete, this is a great question. Any reason you don't show video clips in your episodes? I used to. Take a look at my first videos, some of my first ones on classic TV. I showed clips. Copyright does not allow that now. It was fine back then, but now you can't. You can get demonetized. They can take your salary from your channel. They could shut you down. They could make me disappear. They could literally remove all the content and all the videos from the channel without me knowing. I'll just pop in. It'll be like, this channel doesn't exist. Oh my goodness, that has happened. That has happened a lot. You can get penalties. Like, there's all this stuff. They're really strict on it, even with the few second clip. Maybe some people do it. I don't want to do that. I'd rather post. And so I think a lot of people, 99%, have gotten used to the snapshots and they understand, they support. And it means a lot. I'd rather do video clips, but can't. So yeah. Simple answer there. Ooh, Station 240. Great question. Oh man, you guys are asking amazing questions. Have you ever had trouble getting DVDs of a particular TV series? Yes, it's not okay. So it's not that hard. Like I haven't run into many roadblocks, but there are certain shows that I have struggled with for sure. I don't mind spending the money on like a good series, getting the whole thing, getting the DVDs and stuff. But sometimes it's hard. It's hard because some shows are really expensive. Like some DVD seasons are like $50 each, and if that's 7, that's a lot of money. That's like $400 to invest in a show. I mean, think about that, right? On DVDs, like that's fine if you're going to cover the show like crazy, but if you're like getting into it, it's like, maybe I'll wait, So yeah. Okay, let's go back to this. I appreciate that, Aunt D. Thank you. You say you appreciate my diligence. Well, thank you. Thank you, Jared. I'm an incredible historian for these classic shows. I appreciate that. I look upon that term fondly because I do see it. I do see what I do as serious. Like it's a serious study of these shows. It's not a thing that many do. I started and I'm happy about that. John Collins, can people make a yearly payment on Patreon? So the way Patreon works, in case people don't know, is basically it's per month, and you can do as much as you want or as little as you want. Oh, the smallest is $1 a month, $1 a month, and that's still helpful, believe it or not. And you do get perks. You do get to see what I'm posting before I post it, which is really, really cool. And then it goes up from there. You get more and more things the higher it goes. You can get your name in the video. You could have me say your name in every video. It's really fun. So yeah, it's really cool. Let me see y'all. There's really no show, to be honest. Hey, Rosa J from Norway. Nice to see you on here. Very, very cool. Rob and Wire, is there any show that you're interested in covering but haven't dived into because of the cost? I kind of talked a little bit about this. There is nothing, let's say, that the cost is too high that I haven't gotten into that I think would do really well, if that makes sense. They're more niche shows. So I was like, I'll pass because it's not exactly what I want to do. That fits the theme of the channel, if that makes sense. Yeah. Emily Miller. So in terms of autograph picks, I do have those on rick9g.com. I do have mugs, and I do have Rick9g t-shirts. Nothing too crazy on there, just a fine way to support the channel. Also, people sometimes, believe me, they ask, they're so generous. Some people are like, can I just send like a one-time donation? That's also possible. Not through Patreon, it's through like PayPal and stuff. I honestly get that money and just put it back into the channel. I invest it back into it. Books, media, historical documents, like getting to certain sites, like, when I drive really far, things like that. And there's so much behind the scenes stuff that goes into making YouTube. Camera equipment, that stuff can get expensive, even mics and stuff. So yeah, it's all about investment, making the channel grow, putting it into getting some of these DVDs that can be expensive sometimes. And then, okay, so just to give you an idea, don't be sad, it's fine. I just want to give you an idea. This is the original I Love Lucy DVD from season 6. Okay, I take care of my stuff. Look at this. Look at how it's splitting at the seams from using it so much. Like, look at the corners there. Okay, again, I take care of these, like, for the most part. Like, look at the nice quality here. But then it's the corners from going in and out of the shelf, in between. Like, look, it's literally, I have to, like, tape it. But, yeah. So, I've had this for at least 25 years. I mean, when was this made? I want to see when the actual DVD came out. I don't know if I can get that. I'm really tempted to find out. But I remember I was young. Like, I was, like, 12 maybe. So, yeah, like 20 years, which is nuts. But, yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, I got you. Ooh, very nice. Your 7 and 11-year-old love Lucy. That's awesome. You're giving them a good education. Good Lucy education. That's funny. John M., great question. What do you think of the current state of TV shows? I think a lot of them, not all of them, there are a few exceptions that I've seen where it's like, if they're like classic shows, I'm blown away. I was like, what? I'm not saying this is a great movie. It entertained me. I was a big fan of Pee-wee's Big Adventure as a kid. And even that movie was a little risque at that time. But I want you to think about this. The new one on Netflix was very G-rated and very pure and funny. Like, just like pure, like classic. And I was very surprised. Like, that was rare to me. And so, yeah, there are stuff like that. Thoughts on doing something excuse me. Rob N says, thoughts on doing anything on Get Smart? I have half a dozen videos on Get Smart. Probably will add more in the future. Check out my playlist. Just type in Rick 9G Get Smart, and they should all pop in there. So, yeah. Katie's Crazy World, you're 12, and you love Lucy. I'm glad you love Lucy. Such a great show. I'm glad your generation, 12-year-olds, are watching. Hopefully some of your friends, your family watch it too. It's a great show. Everyone can watch it, right? So it's what I love about it. And it's funny. It's not just like a show made so everyone can watch it. It was a funny show that everyone can watch. That's kind of how it worked. Jimmy Watkins. Pit Crew Bug. What is your secret to catch the mistakes on TV shows? Keep up the great work. The secret is watching them over and over again, which I didn't do purposefully. I did it because I liked it. And over the years, I've seen things. And then when you purposefully have a channel like this where that's what you look for, you're watching these shows that you've already seen, and you're just looking, and all of a sudden my eye goes toward it. Like, it's like, what? Wait. What? Wait. And I spot these things, and I have to write them down because I'll forget them. I'm not going to lie. I'm either put them in my phone like a note, or I write them in a notebook that I have. And then when I compile enough, I make a video. Yeah. So I guess I don't want to say it's a talent. I say it's like an acquired like skill. It's an acquired skill. It's like practice makes perfect, you know? Yeah. Paul T, thanks for being a great supporter, subscriber, Patreon member. You're the top of the top. So I appreciate it, Paul T. Enjoy. All right. So if you're just joining the live stream, if you have been on here for a little bit, I appreciate you. Guys and gals, we have 98 likes. We're almost at 100. I want to give thanks to every single one of you who've hit that thumbs up button, who've been on the live stream, who've been supporting me. It means so much. If you've been here for 5 years, because I know people have been here that long, or if you've been here for right now, it's your first day, first time, I welcome you and I thank you for being here. We're just asking me questions about me, about the shows that I cover, about future shows that I may cover. Put it in the chat. Don't be shy. I try to pick out as many as I can. If you pretty much want me to, almost for sure read your thing, Super Chat's a great way of doing it. You're under no obligation to do so. I try to catch as many as possible. Oh, wait, is there a birthday? Happy birthday, Jeffrey. Well, happy birthday, Jeffrey. I'm trying to see. Oh, yeah, you're cool. Jeffrey G. Can everyone say applause or high five to Jeffrey G.? It's your birthday today. You're 12. You're awesome for supporting the channel, being on here. I appreciate it. That's really cool. That's really, really cool. We're a very supportive community here. I think everyone will be more than happy to welcome you and say happy birthday to you. Look at that birthday shout out. That was awesome. That was cool. It's not just about me shouting you out. You're going to see all the comments of people saying happy birthday to you because this is a great channel. Everyone's like that. Everyone's nice here. Look at that. Look at that, Jeffrey. People are starting to come in with the greetings, salutations, wishing you so well on this amazing 12th birthday. Right? You're getting to your teens, so enjoy it while it lasts. I know you want to probably drive a car and stuff, but enjoy your 12th year. Look at that. That's awesome. Look at so many people. I want to thank you for that, for being supportive, for people on the channel. Look at that. That's awesome. See? Amazing. Well, thank you, Rosa. I appreciate that. I'm happy that you support the channel. Yeah, so how long have I been on here? 44 minutes. Cool. Yeah, so wow, look at that. People are even offering you cake in the thing. That is amazing. So let's see, a couple things I wanted to just talk about. You might have seen a post on this that I made, and that is about people not, like, I've gotten messages from people saying, Rick, are you still doing the YouTube thing? And I'm like, what? I just posted something today, and they didn't know, and I'm kind of shocked. Some people aren't seeing the notifications, or they're not, like, the first thing to do is make sure you're subscribed, because what that does, maybe some people don't know, what it actually does, helps me out, lets me do what I do, but it also helps you out, lets you know, hey, Rick uploaded a video. Here's what it is. Do you want to watch it? And you watch it or not. You decide, right? I'd love if you can watch all of them, but if not, at least you know I'm uploading, right? And there's a notification bell, and you go all, and that should work. But some people say they've even done that and it hasn't worked. So make sure to check that you are notified. Most people don't have a problem, but here and there, I hear that some people do. And so it's unfortunate that some of the videos aren't getting recommended. It's not being pumped out, because that's what it should do. And overall, the recommendations aren't as high as they used to be, which is weird. I don't know how that works. I'm not the only one. I converse with other YouTubers, and they confirm it as well. I guess it's maybe a hard time right now. I don't know. I don't want to analyze it, but I want to let people know that's why we ask for subs. Yeah, that's why we do it, because we need it. Because this is a free platform, and it should stay that way. I watch a lot of YouTubers. I always remember to like when the video's great. You know, maybe if I don't like it, you know, I'll leave like a nice little constructive comment on there. That all helps the YouTuber. So I support other channels. It's important. It's a community. You know, I have my YouTubers who I watch where I'm like, oh yes, I want to meet you. You know, so it's kind of cool. Yeah, John C. So how do the likes and subscribers help you and the channel? Great question. I think everyone should know this. It's very, very simple. And that is when you like and you subscribe. When you subscribe, you're telling the YouTube algorithm, there's all these algorithms working. That's one vote to be like, hey, this channel needs to be recommended. I want to watch this guy's stuff or this girl's stuff, whatever it is. If you like that, you're saying this video is good. I like this video. This is good. Show me more like this. And then it's going to show you more videos like that, and other people that watch what you watch the same thing. So you're literally promoting the channel by liking, subscribing. It's free on your end. It's like free all the way around, but it's like you vote. It's essentially like a vote, if that makes sense. More votes, better response. The better we do and the more support we get in terms of that, the better the channel does. And we can keep doing this. My goal is I would love to do a video a day. That'd be awesome. So yeah. Oh, Emily Miller coming in with a $5 super chat. When do you plan on having new merch? Great question. I don't know if you purchased merch before. If you have, thank you. If not, it'd be a great time to get some. Yeah, I'm working on some more now. It's definitely not my priority. I think my priority is always going to be my videos. The merch is just there in case people want something, a way to support the channel. It's really simple, really inexpensive for you guys. So yeah, it's just a great way to be able to get things for people that are from me, and the message of be hopeful to be spread around. I hope you guys are spreading that message. It's a good message. Yeah. Yeah, but sometimes the algorithm on YouTube isn't great, but sometimes it's really great. When it's doing really well, like a lot of the traffic is just coming from recommendations, and I'm so thankful for that because people wouldn't have found me without that. So there's ups and downs. I mean, this isn't my first time at the rodeo. I've been doing this stuff for years. So there are good times and bad times, and right now it's a difficult time. But it's a difficult time everywhere, right? So it's not just me. Definitely. All right. Let me see. All right. Let's see where... Kind of lost. Not lost, but like, okay, we're at 50 minutes. Only a couple minutes left for the live stream. Yeah. Doc D, thank you so much for coming into the live stream. Stay tuned for that. There will be some. I'm not even going to read your thing, but you're on point. You're on point. It's coming. It's coming. Karen Carter, how close are we to the end of the contest? When we hit 100,000 subscribers. However long that takes. Ricky Nichols coming in with the $5 super chat. Thank you so much, Ricky. You're awesome. Good supporter, great supporter. You're on Patreon. I always see you in the comments, always seeing you chiming in, supporting the channel. I always like to give you guys, your supporters, a big shout out for your work, for your constant dedication, for coming back. You can go anywhere else, but you decide to come here. That means a lot. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Block aisle 9. Where did you come up with? So it's be hopeful. Yeah, so stay hopeful is good. Be hopeful. Yeah, I needed something. I need a catchphrase, something that spoke to me. And it was very organic because like I had come up with a couple and I was like, that sounds so forced. But at that moment in my life, I needed hope. And so I was like, you always need hope or find hope or something like that. And I was like, well, find hope. No. And I think be hopeful was just so simple. And it's like a command in a good way. Like, hey, be hopeful, you know. And yeah, I think it works well. People love it. I see people message me and then I'm like, hey, what's up? How are you? And then people end with be hopeful and it kind of blows me away because I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. It's like sometimes I forget my own thing, but I say it at the end of every video for you and for me. So yeah, if you don't stay to the end of every video, you should, because I always say something cool at the end, always have be hopeful, always have a little message for you. So yeah. Oh, Lady A, my dog's doing great. Has a little bit of he's encountering some fleas right now. We have summer stuff, so getting some of that kind of taken care of. He's gonna go get groomed tomorrow. So overall, he's okay. He has nothing serious. He doesn't have like that serious sickness he had like back in the summer. So yeah, overall, he's doing great, and I appreciate that. Very, very cool. Karen W. How many books have you read about Lucy or I Love Lucy or anything associated with Lucy? At least 6. I don't know if that's a lot or a little, but yeah. Oh my gosh, that's funny. Let's get back here. Well, thank you, Brian. I'm glad you liked the catchphrase. Oh, yeah, Wellston D. Good to see you again. Nice to see you, Wellston. Wellston. Yeah, that's how you say it. Just got here watching the Addams Family Halloween show with guest stars Don Rickles. That's a great one. That's one of my favorite episodes in the Addams Family, for sure. I have a greyhound. Absolutely very nice. I recognize, if you're hearing what I'm saying, I'm definitely shouting out people who've been here for a long time. Great supporters. Yeah, definitely. So yeah, so John Collins, what's the highest tier on your Patreon? So it's $1, and then it goes up to $3 a month, and then it jumps to, I think, 15 and 20. You can give any amount. If you want, you can give $2. So that means you reach the 1 and you want to just give another $1, that's fine. If you hit 3, then you get 3 perks and the 1 perk. So the higher you go up, you get all the ones below it, which is really cool. But I have subscribers that per month, they're even above and beyond the 20. So I really appreciate that. Like I said, like that supplements anything here on YouTube. Like it really helps out. It really helps out. It really, really, really does. Even if it's $1, because like it adds up, right? It adds up. And yeah, like this is a business at the end of the day. And I'm able to work this business, the advertising and so forth, all that through that. So it's very much appreciated. I put stuff on Facebook. I put stuff on Instagram all the time. By the way, you should go on Instagram. It's free. Everyone should be on Instagram. Put cool photos. I put my thumbnails on there. I show you what I'm doing in my everyday life here and there. And that's not on YouTube. That'll never be on YouTube. So check that out. Check that out. Okay, catching back up with the stuff here. Have you read a book by Desi? I have it. I own it. Yes, it's a really expensive book. It's anywhere over $100 to $200. I was able to get it for a good deal, around $30. Yeah. Let me see. Lots of joy. I haven't met Lucy or Desi or Naz Jr., so I'm assuming when you say Lucy Luckenbill, Lucy or Naz Luckenbill, so Lucy and Desi's children, I have conversed with Lucy Arnaz Luckinbill. Yeah, she was great. She was great. I'd love to get her on the channel, by the way. So if she's watching, probably not, but if she is, it'd be great to get her on the channel. The way I do this, it's always about the memory of those that have helped us make, this content. So about her parents, about their work. That's what I always say, that when you come on the channel, it's for the community, it helps out the channel too, but in the end, it's really keeping the memory of these individuals alive, their work. A lot of work goes into these shows. For 25, 26 and a half minute episodes, a lot of work goes into that, sometimes weeks, right? Rehearsing days and days, in and out, right? No name. Rick, you got to do an episode where Stalag 13 would have been located in Germany. Interesting. Not where it was filmed, but where it would have been. And then people are going to be like, no, Rick, you're wrong. I get a lot of those. You're totally wrong. It's here because... And the other person will be like, no, you don't know what you're talking about. It's here. It's somewhere. It's kind of funny sometimes. Yeah. Wow, you bought yours at Goodwill for $1.25. You got the steal of the century right there. Walston, thank you. So you say you haven't caught you in a while in terms of the live streams. I always feel better about life when you catch you live, so thank you. Such a great attitude, and it really shines through. Thank you. Thank you for the compliments, the positive words. I appreciate it. John Collins, I have awesome hair. Thank you. It's accidental. I promise you. Some of you guys are funny. I have seen half an episode of Lost in Space, the original. Yeah. Definitely the original stuff. Oh, lazy homebody, you can totally tell my sensitivity, right? You can tell how totally sensitive I am about it, right? No, I've forgotten about it. Randy Tompkins. So, great moderator of this channel. You have a great video on the on the Little Ricky actors. Check that much more on his extensive list of videos. That is true. Did you guys know that six different actors played Little Ricky on I Love Lucy? I go through all of them. I tell you all the information, all the tidbits, their names. I even get into the salary of one set of the twins. 2 sets of twins were used on the show. All that info is very much in the episode, in the video. So make sure to check that out. Oh. Brad Myers, yeah, so have you thought about doing Cheers? So Cheers, I have seen here and there. It's not like my favorite show or anything like that, but I have seen it. I actually went to school with Norm's son, which is kind of cool. Norm, the actor son. A lot of other actors, kind of funny. But anyway, going back to what I was saying, yeah, I kind of have to... I want to stay kind of classic with some of these shows, and 80s is kind of pushing it, even especially 90s. Some people are like, no, that's too new. So I'm trying to go back to the roots, trying to go back to 50s, 60s, 70s, kind of stay there for now. But, lots happening. Okay, let's see. All right, so we're almost done with the live stream. I'm always looking for... Oh, man, we have about a minute left. So any last-minute questions, guys and gals? I appreciate you being here. So many of you on here. You've broken the record as of today, October 25th, 2020, at 5:40 p.m. Pacific time on a Sunday. You guys and gals have broke the record for the most viewers on a live stream. So that is awesome. But we're not going to stop there. We're going to continue growing, continue having more people on the live stream. Channel's going to continue to grow. Look at how I'm venting or pushing all that positivity on everything. I'm super excited for the future of this channel. I'm so hopeful for what's coming, for the shows that are coming, for just the success of everything, the channel, keeping these things alive. I want to keep you smiling. I want to keep you happy. I want to keep you excited when you see a Rick 9G video pop up and you just sit down all nice and cozy, or maybe you're going to school and watching it, or maybe you're at home nice and cozy in your bed watching it, maybe some people are on the toilet and watch the videos. It doesn't matter where you're at, but it means a lot that you watch. And one of the best ways to support the channel that's absolutely free is to watch all my videos all the way to the end. It really, really, really does helps out watch time. So if you want to say, hey Rick, I don't have much, money or anything, I can't really spare anything, that's fine. That's completely fine. Watch as many of the videos that you can all the way to the end. Right there. That is the best thing. Literally the best thing you can do. The best way. So you guys are awesome. Alfred, you guys are #1. You're such a supportive channel. So good. So good. Like, I'm just floored by the community that we have here. It's amazing. It's amazing. The Sarge, nice to see you. Always excited to see your work. Always nice to see you and your insignia pop up. Always great. Good supporter. Great subscriber. The Sarge, thank you so much. I've done, I think, one video on Star Trek. I haven't gotten too much into it. The original, I have to say, I haven't watched much of it. I have the whole series with me. I just haven't gotten into it. When you get into it, you watch a lot of something, it's just on your brain and you dissect it. Well, that's what happens to me for some of these shows. I may even get to the Next Generation stuff, which is 80s Star Trek and 90s. And Deep Space Nine, which is 90s to the end of the 90s. But yeah. Charles W., you're quite the detective, Rick. You do your homework. Well, thank you. And that's what I do. I aim to please. I put a lot of work back. So a 5-minute video can have a few days worth of research. Sometimes more. Sometimes I do a few days of research and I have to not make the video because I need more. And then maybe 2 months down the line, I find it, put it together, and make that video. So some of these videos could be months in the making, just to let you know. So yeah, very, very cool. All right, let's see here. Trying to see. Christine Brennan, how close am I to 100,000? Great question. I think we're just on the cusp of 98,000 subscribers, which is crazy mind-blowing. That in itself is right? So once we hit that and then we go one more, we're literally less than 2,000, which is nuts. That may sound like a lot, but for reaching 100,000, you have less than 2,000 to go. That's crazy. So we're so close, and I'm excited. Very, very much so. All right, let me just see the last couple things. Anyone else? Rob N, always happy when I get notified about your videos. Well, thank you so much. Any home improvement fans out there? Me. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being such a great audience, such great supporters. We'll see you next time, guys and gals. Thank you so much. Big shout out to Sally Ann, a good subscriber, good supporter of the channel. To everyone on here, thank you, Jim T. I appreciate you just shouting out a couple other people. And Original Sin. Wow, just before I logged off, you made it. You just slipped it right there, right on the edge. And I appreciate it so much. Original Sin with a $10 super chat. You are awesome. Look at that little pear jumping up and down with the little leaf over here. #1 fan. I'm happy you're my #1 fan. I appreciate it. Yes. Oh, how many Three Stooge videos have I seen or have I done so far? Let me see. I've done 56. Yeah, and I'm working on another one. So I'm just giving you guys a little insight. It's coming soon. We'll see you next time, guys and gals. And don't forget, be hopeful.